I got Mirjam's email address wrong, so this is a reload of Mirjam's positive message from just as the eclipse was happening a couple of days ago. The important thing is that a lot of people are taking very severe hits. It's affecting a lot of people with very severe circumstances in their lives. It's possible, we know, that some who've realised this and been able to take countermeasures, that you can work through this effectively, and it's time that we started gathering ourselves together to take a good view and a good look on this situation. Anyway, this is Mirjam giving a nice positive message from her artist studio in Amsterdam.
It's great, Miles. It's absolutely fascinating that I'm talking to you while this eclipse is taking place. So, whoa. And I must say, I've been working today and I could notice the energies were kind of sparkling up and giving the kind of information that is so direct and so challenging for people to integrate. But such an offer. It's beautiful. It's great. It's wonderful to be able to do that today. What I talked to you about this morning was, you asked me, is there a transformation going on? And I said, well, I don't know. I'm not sure whether there's a transformation going on, but I don't care whether it is happening or not. When I accept the fact that there is a transformation going on, I can say, okay, then let's look at all the aspects, the symptoms, the things that catch my eye, but also have an influence on all my systems, my physical system, my emotional. How do I find the ability to think about the things that I need to think about? How am I going to do this? And yes, of course, the things that you're talking about, the attacks, are very important, but it's let's say, the top of the pyramid. And a lot of people are somewhere more down the base of the pyramid in respect to feeling the influence of the transformation, the shift, the enhanced influence of circumstances that we think are outside us. And today, this blue eclipse moon is exactly the moment, a very beautiful, beautiful moment to say, okay, go for it, own your authority, own your authenticity, go for who you are. Because when you keep fighting authorities outside you without looking who you are inside, you just keep the polarization, the duality in place. And then it will be impossible to solve this situation and get out of this where we are right in now. Jesus, I didn't expect to be speaking English today. But anyway, so I mean, we are in this, how do you call it, Miles? When it goes, it gets thinner and thinner, where you catch
If it helps, why not do a bit of Dutch?
A fuik. And it's, there are so many people who have this experience that when they open up their eyes, they get awake. They wake up, they become aware of a lot of influences that they have to deal with. They can see all the news, the fake news, know it's fake, look for other news, and then still ask themselves the question, is this fake? I don't know anymore. What kind of sensations can I trust? And then again, it's like, go down and ground yourself first, and anchor, center yourself to see which signals are the ones that are meaningful to you. And that's why I'm standing next to this beautiful sculpture of mine.
Is that iron or it's brass, isn't it?
My dear Miles, this is bronze. It's for sale, by the way.
Well, if it's for sale, how do people buy it? Who do they contact?
Me.
Yeah, well, how do they do that? Say it.
Yeah, just mail at mirjanse.com. And I'm sure, Miles, you can put it under.
Yes, because we're doing a live as record and as live record.
And I chose this sculpture, this bronze sculpture, because it's called Longing.
What?
It has
Longing.
Longing. longing, verlangen,
Forlorn.
longing,
Longing.
drive,
Yeah.
desire.
You'll have to
What?
start speaking Birmingham English so people can understand you a bit better. Longing. Tina won't like that. Yes.
It's a come on. It's a lady without arms. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, let's see the whole thing. Yeah.
Looking into the sky, and that she was meant to be placed outdoors, so she could look into the sky and look for blue skies. And she has no arms, no legs, but she is only this sense of longing for clarity, longing for equilibrium, longing for harmony. And that's why I thought she would be a very good symbol for this beautiful fast blaster today, for the people that keep fighting against others, keep themselves trapped in this, where I cannot find a word for. And the ones that say, okay, I own all my experiences and I want to know what my relation is to any news, no matter how dark, no matter how cruel or how negative, I want to know where I stand. Then you kind of develop more strength inside. And when you do that and you're able to wake up, but also grow up, you own your balance, your inner balance and your inner strength. And then you can deal with a lot of influences, but also when you do that, you can connect to others more easily. And you're talking about the vicious things that come to the surface. It's part of it. It's part of the challenge. Do you dare to face it? Do you dare to know about it? And do you dare to deal with it from inside? Not placing it outside you, but from the inside out.
Well, that's very interesting, Mirjam, because there's a thing I've been asked to sort of say, and it involves knowing my power inside.
Yes. And it's the funny thing that we are being rebuilt. And we talked about that before, that, there are so many people that experience headaches or attacks, energy attacks, like computer suddenly failing, Have you ever heard of that? Yeah.
Yeah, I had four fail at the weekend with Mike Emery. It was amazing.
It's building up like crazy. And especially when you have this inner urge to be of value to others, you attract those challenges even more. And when you resist, you say, it shouldn't be like this, then you give it power. And if you say, okay, I accept, now this is the situation I have to deal with, then it can change into another situation. But it's allowing your frequency to influence the situation instead of the situation allowing your frequency, it's your household, to get out of balance.
Is that taking control of things? Or, as you said, owning it? Or what does that mean exactly?
Well, control to me, having control is in your mind. To me, it's very important that you know your senses and that you are able to ground, but also know your lower chakras and say, okay, it's the intuition, it's your gut, it's your instinct to say, does this feel right or not? And say, no, it doesn't feel right. Okay, then there's something in the situation or in my thought or in my whole system or in my food or the circumstances that it's not, it's getting me out of my balance. So, and that's the thing to take in account and pay attention to. And it's not, they did something wrong, they have to improve themselves so I can relax and live in a safe world. We don't live in a safe world right now. But at the same time, and I keep telling people, I know nothing about what's going on in reality because I don't know what reality is. And when I don't know what reality is, I have to go with the information that I get. And when I say, okay, but I want to feel happy or at least inspired or challenged or alive dealing with the information. So, okay, then I need to know which things feel good in my belly and which things don't. And even then, when you start doing that, your ability, your antenna enlarges. You can really elongate it. I don't know if that's the right word, but and you get the signals even faster. So you don't have to go all the way into the dark alley. You can stop at the corner of the street and say, I know this feeling. This is not the way to go. And by doing so, you will meet other people in the street and say, that's not the way to go, is it? No. And then you can step back and form a group. And because everybody is centered more, there will be a strength of a morphogenetic field among those people with which you can make the change happen. The change that will supply harmony for everyone.
Give yourself up. That was excellent. That was amazing. I'm a bit sort of lost for words.
Oh my gosh, Miles! Oh, how did I manage? Oh gosh.
So, I mean, you've had a number of cases in the last few days and things. I mean, is this really what this is all about?
Yes, indeed. Well, I noticed that since, let's say, December 2017, the intensity of the sessions I do as a transformational coach healer changed. And right now, most of the people that come to see me want to dissolve a very deep karmic issue. And sometimes it's an issue that they say, we've faced that already. We've done some work on this. We've been to a lot of alternative, but still the root of it is there. And let's go of spits out some poison once in a while. And the poison gets to the surface right now. So people come here and I'm allowed to get information because their energy field allows it. They allow themselves to get the information that gets to the base of problems because it's a choice moment right now. 2018, out of duality and polarization into authenticity and clarity and enjoying it. And that's the best part of it. I mean, this lady without arms and legs, when she feels that she is seen in her strife, she can show her arms and legs again and get into action. And that's what we need this year, now, Miles, right?
Wow. She's a bit like an Irish dancer. You mentioned one of your clients had seen a lot of the basis stuff. Was that good or bad? Jesus, yeah.
Well, listen, if the basis videos inspired them to contact me, I'm happy because it allows me to build another bridge between your work, my work, and their interest in the stuff that you're talking about. And some of them are really like a little bit, they feel isolated in Holland, in the Netherlands, I must say, because still the case that a lot of people who know about this stuff don't meet, so they don't meet up. So they feel isolated, lonely, and don't dare to make the move into being really awake and speaking about it to their relatives or friends. And by knowing that there are more people waking up, but also wanting to express their desire to grow up, and their desire to grow up together will make a big change. So yes, I think that it's a very. I'm happy that there are Dutch people who see the Basis Project videos contact me because I'm Dutch, and it's easier to travel to Amsterdam than to devices, it gives me an opportunity to build another bridge. So yes, with these bridges, all these bridges, I mean, Amsterdam wouldn't exist if we didn't have bridges. Come on, I mean, it's water, you know? So it's important to do so.
Waters, rivers, and lakes. Lakes and rivers and waters. No.
Yes. Yes.
Well, thank you, Mirjam, from Amsterdam, and it's during this eclipse. It's we're in the eclipse right now. Is that what you're saying? It's actually happening? No.
It's maybe a few minutes past the highest point of the eclipse right now, as far as my information goes. But yeah, it's really, and that's the other thing that I keep telling people. You know, if you feel you need to make another choice than you've done until now, go for it, even when you don't know what the outcome is. For right now, just have a look around. You are certain that you cannot predict what the outcome will be of a lot of global events. So go for it. Yeah. It's pretty heavy because I cannot lift it. It's bronze. It's 1.30 meters high. And it's meant to be placed outdoors. You can place it indoors as well. And just like the bronze, because bronze is one of the first materials humanity used to express itself. And this whole transformation is about finding our authentic expression again. So.
And you did design the Basis film festival things, which were also made of bronze.
Yeah. Yes.
The difference is that artwork is designed to be outside, and you've done a lot of stuff for outside pieces in Amsterdam. I think you've done that as one of your skills. Well, Mirjam, we had a high and goodbye there. We had a little when we talked about computers. The computer here just stopped. Both of them. So anyway, it's great to see you again after such a brief. We just had a crash out there. So in the meantime, it's good. It's goodbye from me.
Yeah, and it's goodbye from me as well. And thank you very much for this opportunity to tune in, tap into this amazing energy of today, and feel inspired to talk to you about what's really going on. And may it give some relief to some of the people who see this video. Because you're not in it by yourself. You're not alone.
Well, thank you very much, Mirjam, from Holland, once again. Cheerio.